not attempt to adjust your dial. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. It's your boy Big Vern. This is App Stupid, the fastest growing sports and entertainment show on these YouTube streets. You're welcome. Bum-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. You know what time it is at the top of the hour. It's your boy Big Vern. So if you're just joining us, our first segment, we talked about Marky Mark and the Dummy Bunch. They got a new offensive coordinator. Like I say, we picked that thing apart. Go check it out. Now, gonna stay in the world of college football. Gonna talk about the Colorado Buffaloes and the Buffs. They break Deon Sanders off a chunk of change. Just how much money is it? And how long is it for? We'll get into that when we come back from a quick 20 from a rap album. It's your boy Big Vern. Give me a beat. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from the App Stupid Studios. New rap album out on the streets. Benny the Butch and 38 Special. Stabbed and Shot 2. In stores now. The deluxe edition. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it's Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. A couple of, the 1st of April is crazy. Throwaway Music 2, Who Really the King, Center Stage, Brick Specials, Jesus Arms, Bad Guy, and many more. Benny the Butch and 38 Special, Stabbed and Shot 2, in stores now. Shout out to Benny the Butch. Shout out to 38 Special. I thought the project was hot. That's why we pushing it. Not gonna go ahead and hold you, but Deon Sanders is breaking the bank. My God, Deon is getting to the chicken. Deon is one of the guys who, when he write a check, the whole bank bounce. God, yeah. Let me hold something. I needs mine. Deon was already getting paid, so I don't want anybody to think he was actually pleading poverty. We covered a story here in not the distant past, not too long ago in the distant past. We had a story where Deon Sanders was going to the administration. He was asking for more money. And I was just like, I don't think that he should be doing that. He's trying to abuse the plug. The plug, they going to give you the bread, bro. You got the job. You know what I'm saying? They just want you to show out. And Deon does what he does. You know what I'm saying? Deon has rappers on the sideline. He got actors coming through. He got Pro Bowlers. It almost looked like the NFL Hall of Fame sometimes on the sidelines taking out games. Not to mention, they got a live buffalo in like the areas of the stadium. It's crazy. Again, when I call it a Deon Sanders circus, people get mad, but I'm just like, okay, they mad, but here we go. This is what we got. And boom, you see where I'm going. But right here, man, they paid homie big time. He signed a 5-year extension that's going to total $54 million. 54 millions. Jesus. 10 million this year, 11 million next year, and in 2028 he's gonna get 12 million. Now that's on top of his contract now, where he gets money for wins, he gets money for conference championships, he gets money for bowl games. My God, you talk about coming up on some cheddar. That dude is, I'm talking about, he's Scrooge McDuckin right now. Deon, let me hold something. Let me hold something, please. He got it. I swear he do. And it just got me to thinking, y'all, not too long ago, they was not talking about giving this man more money. And I was right there in lockstep with him. Like, I don't think you should be doing this early, abusing the plug. But Deon, he made some changes. He made some changes then, and he came back to the table. But just what was those changes? We'll get into that when we come back from a quick 20 from Rap Album. It's your boy Big Vern. Give me a beat. Bum ba bum. It's your boy Big Vern pumping another rap album. Will Smith, based on a true story, in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites is You Looking For Me. That's crazy. Bulletproof with Jack Ross. Hard Times featuring Tanya Taylor. Beautiful Scars with Big Sean. Tantrum is probably the song of the year. I'm not gonna hold you. Tantrum is on a whole nother level. That's Will rapping. Oh my God. And work of art is so deep. Will Smith, based on a true story, in stores now. And shout out to Will. Shout out to Will Smith doing his thing. Doing it Big Willie style. Like I said, I wasn't even checking for that album. And then when I heard it, I was like, oh, this dude is spitting. So shout out to him. But when we left off on the other side of the content, we were talking about the changes that Deon Sanders, he made to get the administration to come to the table. Because a couple of months ago, it was a hell's no. And I was right along with him in the hell's no department. But since then, he's brought in Marshall Faulk as the running backs coach. Again, Marshall freaking Faulk. And then you have Pat Schumer, who is the sole play caller and offensive coordinator. Yeah, that dude is crazy. And then you compound that with Byron Leftwich. He's actually the assistant coach who was brought in. And all of these dudes have Super Bowls, have NFL experience, and they're NFL Hall of Fame. Some of these guys on this coaching staff is NFL Hall of Fame. So when he was able to pull all that off, yeah, he walked in there and he let his nuts hang like he was supposed to. Oh, you gonna give me my millions? 54. Come on, man. And let's get real. Colorado was the worst school in the Pac-12. They happened to be one of the scrap schools that the Big Ten didn't want or see any value in. The Big 12, they were just lucky to hold on to anybody and take anybody in. Once their two cash cows, Texas and Oklahoma, they went to the SEC. So it was pretty much, slim pickings. And Deon's the belle of the ball. I don't care how good BYU season is. I don't care how good Iowa State season will be. Arizona State ended up being the national champions, but Deon puts butts in the seat. Deon plays in prime time. That's what I'm sitting here saying. All of the things that they want in TV, Deon gives them. He gives them that bravado. He gives them celebrity. He gives them attraction. And so they break the bank. But when we actually look at what's the reality of Deon Sanders, this is only his third year. He hasn't won anything, to be honest. He didn't win the Big 12. He didn't win a bowl game. He's only had one winning season. I'm not hating on Coach Prime because I don't want that to come across like hate. But all of these are facts. His overall record for his entire time in Colorado is 13-12 going into this season. So I'm happy you got your millions, bro. But did he deserve it? Any third-year coach who has 1 year of winning under his belt and 1 year of going 4-8, I damn sure know that they're not going to get $54 million. And if you do, you need to look in the mirror, put some baby powder in your hands, and smack the shit out of yourself because you on that boy, you are on dope. Ain't no way in hell you going to give somebody $54 million and your record is 13-12. You barely above 500. Come on, y'all. Come on. And now, does all of this make Colorado better? Honestly, I don't know. The Buffs, they have the 27th recruiting class overall, 4-star QB transfer, Julian Lewis. So that guy, he's big time. Then there's 4-star wide receiver, Adrian Wilson out of Texas, the transfer, Joseph Williams, the big receiver, 6'2", a big target inside the red zone. He can also make plays. Just throw it up, he'll go get it. Okay. Those are the couple of guys who stood out when I was looking at who's coming, who's leaving, the transfer portal and everything. I'm like, okay, cool. But I don't know how that's going to translate over, because BYU was driving a bus until they couldn't keep the train on the tracks, because Reslov is the worst quarterback I've ever seen. I mean, that dude will play you in a game and play you out of a game. And then you had Rico over there in Iowa State. He was the goods. He kept them on the tracks until they couldn't beat Arizona State. And I'm just like, wow, this thing is pretty cool. But at the whole thing, when Deon got the bowl game, he had the bowl game against BYU. And I'm like, wait a minute. That's not a bowl game. That's a regular season Big 12 game disguised as a bowl game. And BYU embarrassed Colorado. So when we look forward to the schedule, Georgia Tech, they score way too many points. They're going to go ahead and beat the Buffaloes. Delaware, I did not know they played football up there. However, the Buffaloes are going to beat a break on them. Houston, it is what it is. Wyoming, I didn't even know they played football in Wyoming. And it's no knock against Wyoming. I just don't think about it. Until I said Wyoming, how many people listening to this pod said, hey, look, I bet Wyoming will be tough as shit next year. Man, you stop. Put the pipe down. BYU, that's going to be a payback game. They're going to want to go ahead and get that in blood. TCU, TCU's been one of those gimmick schools. They'll find a coach. A lot of people have given up on. He'll put something together, and then boom, he's going right to a Power 5. So I don't know. I've got to do a deep dive on them. Iowa State, they were the runners-up in the Big 12, so that's going to be pretty difficult. Utah, hey, do as you wish. Arizona, not really a football school. Tutorial McMillan, he's actually gone. He's in the NFL now. He's got a draft coming up. West Virginia, that's another destroying school. No, West Virginia's got a good football lineage. Yeah, they should be able to give them a good game. Arizona State, they're not winning that. They're the reigning and defending Big 12 champs. And then Kansas State, that game is a trap game at the end. That game is if Avery Johnson is playing, that little skinny white dude is, I'm talking about that dude will light you up. That mullet is flowing and his breeze is kicking up. He gonna throw all over that field if you don't get to him. However, congratulations, despite everything to Coach Prime. Is he worth the money? Hey, look, is it? If you're going for substance, no. If you're going for pomp and circumstance, yeah, he's worth the $54 million because of everything that you're going to get with Deon, the endorsements, the TV rights, everything is going to, you're going to have to pay him like that because of who he is and who he has on the sideline. However, I could be wrong. Let me know what you think. Again, if you are listening to this pod, get in the comments. Let us know, did we get it right? What did we leave out? This is Big Vern. We talk back. We'll be back. Top of the hour. This is your boy Big Vern at App Stupid.